Hey, how's it going? It's Mystic Me Moshe back here with another energy update, Lightworker reading. I was going to do a you, them, and the truth reading, but then my incense literally burned my furniture, and that's my sign. If I have sage or incense that burns through something physically on me or in the room, the environment that I'm in, then that's the sign of dark energies around. So I'm going to look at the energies right now. What is going on in the collective right now? What's going on in the world? What is the energy right now? Okay. Four of Wands in reverse. So I don't necessarily see the Four of Wands in reverse as a bad card because it's still 11-11. Either way you look at it. But I am seeing kind of you had to break one home to go to another, right? Like, even though you loved a home that you were in, there's still a feeling of sadness and nostalgia when you're looking back at this home or thinking about all the times you spent there when you need to go to a new home that's better, that you wanted. So there's kind of that kind of energy in the collective right now. And I feel like it'd be unconscious for a lot of people. They might not subconscious, like they might not even realize this is why they're sad or feeling kind of, no, I want things to stay the same, some sort of conformity, and I don't want to leave or something. Like, it's kind of like Lightworkers are like, okay, we know what we're doing, we're moving to a new home, say our sad goodbyes, but the unawakened collective would be kind of like the children, like, why do we have to leave? Like, I made so many friends here, I don't want to go. That kind of feeling. There is this kind of transition period, though, that has been long awaited for. Let's see how long this transition period lasts. By morning, but it came out in reverse, so I am getting that it's going to happen sooner rather than later. Depends on this person or group. What person or group? Work event, network of people, someone you see once in a while. Okay. So I'm getting very strongly. Just had to change the camera settings there. Okay. So I feel like there's a lot of people coming together to work on something. And these are people that you probably are going to see once in a while. I picked this up recently where it's kind of like, oh, and guess what card was on? Oh my gosh. Home, moving, community. Okay, we gotta stop. Emergency, someone you talk to, wealth. Okay, we gotta stop. Okay, too many cards. But I'm getting that it's somewhere you will be probably going to and then spending quite a bit of time there, coming back home and then spending a bit of time at your home, then going there and working with the people and working on that project for a while and then coming back. So it's going to be like kind of, you're going to be commuting, but it's going to be for longer periods of time, maybe 4 days, weeks, or months that you stay there and then you stay home and that kind of commute. Yeah, so I was kind of surprised. Like, home, moving, changing, and emergency response, secret, private, or security. Which one? One, emergency. Yeah, I saw emergency popped out, so I'm like, I have to grab that. Home, moving, emergency. It's of the utmost importance. Wealth, community, and someone you talk to. So I feel like these are going to be like your new coworkers. It is people you talk to, but I feel like there's so much going on, so much activity with the work that you'll be doing, that when you do have your downtime, when you get to go home and be with your partner, with your family, with your friends, you're going to enjoy that moment and try to talk to people that you're working with a little bit less. Of course, it's going to be hard to avoid because the work that you're going to be doing is important. You'd have to keep tabs. You know, I think it's like an on and off shift. Like people are going to be like, okay, these people are going to go home now, and this group is going to take over the work, and like kind of break it up in that kind of way. But you're going to keep in touch because this is important, whatever you're working on. But it's kind of like whenever you get the chance to just be with your loved ones, you're going to enjoy and spend the time. I'm waiting, like, you're going to, for some reason, you might know something more. And so you're going to really have quality time with the people that you love when you come back home. You can find that to be very important. Okay, so how does this look in the physical? How does this transitioning home look in the physical? I'm getting like it happens overnight because like by morning it's like you're going to work. You know, it's like, okay, we had to figure things out. We have to do this project. And it could be like this by morning. It could be like a period of a few days or a few weeks. But I'm getting this like, it's almost like overnight. It's like, okay, we got to pack up. We got to go. We got to do this thing. Like work on this project to help people. Queen of Pentacles in reverse. It does look like a lot of people kind of coming out of the home. I feel like a lot of people are going to be coming out of the woodworks, people that you don't normally see. They kind of lay under the radar, maybe behind their computers, or maybe their homebodies, or maybe they just, you know, work on their property or closer in their, just stay around their neighborhoods more. You know, you're going to see a lot of these people come out. And it's because they have information, or they're the people who are going to be getting information. Who are these people? Temperance. These are the people who've had patience, waiting in the background for things to happen. So these people may have been alerted, whether intuitively or actually physically been alerted to something happening. The Star card, it's go time. I'm getting. This is what they've been prepared for. The Star card is normally like hopes and dreams, but in this situation, I'm getting you're following your North Star, your destiny, your fate, what you've been called to do, what you've been born to do, kind of thing. So these people are coming out of the woodworks. What is their role? What are they meant to be doing? There's like a last piece of the puzzle kind of energy here, where there's still something that they need to get information on or kind of put together. I'm not getting this is where it gets fun, but not like fun as much as it's like interesting. It's kind of like, I'm not saying it's fun, but you know how it's kind of like a huge sigh of relief when everything you've been kind of studying kind of gets put to use, that kind of feeling. And integrating it with like the last piece of the puzzle, or the thing that brings it all together. Maybe it's just your individual work or the work with you and other people. You might be not this person. The Hierophant, these are structures, long held structures. I'm seeing Pluto here. I'm not sure if it is Pluto. Hierophant also has to do with like earthly changes, changing of thrones, kind of thing. The Empress, wow, and the Knight of Wands. Okay. So I am getting kind of this feeling of the divine feminine energy definitely coming into play here. We have the sun and the moon on the clock here. And it's pointing at 9:10. The numbers 9 and 10 denoting coming into the end of a long cycle to then begin a new one. So this is kind of like it happens at night, because like by morning, like everything's ready to go and change, like make moves, is what I'm getting. Okay, so what is happening? Balance your chakras. So I'm getting, what you can do is just kind of keep your energies balanced, whether you are one of these people or not. I feel like these are very like skilled, highly versed individuals that are doing this kind of work. So I feel like most of us are just going to be, tasked with sitting back, balancing our chakras, just kind of keeping the energy balanced for the rest of the collective, because there are some knights coming in to do their work, and they know what they're meant to do. They know what they're supposed to do. Let's see. The Magician, yeah, they are definitely determination to reach a goal, have some sort of goal or some sort of plan that they have already been working on. I mean, it's 9 and 10, so it's like really at the end of letting this plan play out. Okay, so how are awakened individuals seeing this energy? It's go time, but it's not all Lightworkers go time. This is definitely for the people who know what's been going on. It's been their plan that they need to finish executing. You might have been part of it in your own way. Everyone has been. Yeah, there is wealth, incredible amount of abundance coming in for awakened Lightworkers. What is this in the form of? Page of Wands, new adventure. So I do feel like Lightworkers will feel tasked to do something, start a new adventure, start a new project. At this point, the Lightworkers will know what that project is with very strict clarity, very obvious, and no doubts, no ifs, ands, and buts. Clarity, like absolute clarity. King of Swords might just have to wait for the signal to go, because right at this point the Lightworkers will know that they are ready to go, and they're just need the signal that it's go time, and then they will proceed with their own individual projects. But I do feel like there's big people with bigger tasks that already will be enacted like overnight. Okay, and what would the normies feel? How the normies, the unawakened people, feel this? Queen of Wands, they will also be activated in their own way. I feel like they will step up, because people, mankind in general, have are very resilient, are very strong in their spirit, and they know when they need to step up, when they need to check on their neighbors, help a fellow man out, and so people will step up, and people will start to do things to help out others. What are the Unawakened Collective doing? Two of Pentacles twice here, yeah. They're trying to kind of go with the flow and kind of help out, but it's kind of awkward because they're not super in the flow. They don't understand what's going on with people. Like with these like heavy hitters that are doing big things behind the scenes, they're coming out to the forefront, and it seems like they're doing really big things, but in actuality they've been kind of doing big things behind the scenes for a very long time. They're at the last stages. That's why they are able to come out into the public and do it in front of people publicly now. The Lightworkers have known this was coming, and so they will have their individual projects of what they need to do, and they'll have that ready to go. They'll just be waiting for like the go signal. And then the Unawakened Collective, most of them will feel like I need to help, I need to do my part, and we'll try to start helping people, but they might not understand why they're doing this, what's the end game. Maybe don't know how to do something for a higher purpose. Like they might be helping get water across to people, or some aid, or some help and shelter, but like they won't know like the next steps. They're not meant to know like the higher levels of this plan. The Lightworkers have a little bit of it, but it's these heavy hitters that are coming out to the public that have important things that they need to do. And now it's kind of like a free for all. Like they don't have to like tell the Lightworkers, or like they don't have to tell the awakened folks or the unawakened folks what to do now. It's kind of like everyone has their like role to play, and it's just gonna have to play out now. So unawakened folks, Ace of Wands, I feel like they're fighting, but they don't know why they're fighting or what they're fighting for, or they're up in arms, but they're willing to defend, so that's good. So it's like, we'll take it. The unawakened people at least protecting other people, and that's their role, and that's great. The more masculine being more physically protective, the more feminine being more healing and protective, nurturing, things like that. Okay, so what is this go time? When will this go time be obvious? It won't be. It won't be so obvious. It might feel like you're just kind of being put on pause, awakened, beautiful awakened soul. And it might feel like, all right, well, I'm just going to chill out here. And I feel like this might be okay, because you will be receiving a lot of abundance very quickly. This could be abundance of ideas, abundance of wealth, abundance of physical resources, the people that you need. And so you'll feel good. Like I feel like you'll have like people that you need. You got a network of people, community moving and changing, people to talk to, people you'll see once in a while. Ooh. Explore, adventure, finding curiosity. 1, explorer, and 666. Okay. So it's kind of unusual, because awakened collective, you Lightworkers, you will be getting such a physical, I'm getting physical, specific physical abundance and resources and people to talk to, that you might want to just take a sec to like lay back. You'll understand that your part of your destiny fate is to keep the vibes high while drastic changes are happening. We need some of the collective keeping a strong hold on positive divine energies in the collective while changes are happening. This is your role for the time being. You might have clarity on what to do after this kind of shake this kind of collective event that kind of shakes things up very big. We have Pluto here, obviously. So it's kind of like you have to, I feel like you get into this childlike state where you're just kind of in wonderment with the 666. Beautiful number, by the way, of material world mastery and accomplishment. So it's kind of like you'll be sitting in that very good, grounded, earthly energies with the divine energies that you're holding, with the light that you're holding, which is going to be very important as all these changes take place. That light warriors and the Unawakened Collective go through and do things. Light warriors have already gotten abundance. They're the ones taking action during this time. The Unawakened Collective are, doing what they need to do. They're stepping up, but they're doing, they're not sure what to do next. They're trying to be leaders. A lot of people, the Unawakened Collective, will step up. We're a very spirited species, and when it comes time to even lead spiritually, you'll see people spring up where they're needed. So they're doing their best there. Lightworkers, on the other hand, are chilling out, like enjoying all this abundance, keeping the vibes high, and keeping away from all this. That was what you have been tasked to do for this period of time, which lasts for how long? 27 days. Wow, 27 has been coming up a lot, which equals a 9, which is this ending. 9 is a very powerful number, even a life path number, or just if you've been seeing a lot of 9s lately, it's kind of like you're probably the light workers that have been tasked to bring in these end of the world energies. And not to make that sound so scary, but it's kind of like you need to kind of break down the old in order to bring in the new. And you've kind of already done your work, Lightworker, so that's why you're sitting back, enjoying your rewards and keeping the vibes high and staying away from all this. And then the Unawakened Collective is doing their work. The Light Warriors are doing their work. Anything else we need to know about this time? Wow. 10 of Wands. Okay. You've been right next to the 9 of Wands. You've been carrying a heavy burden for far too long with all the responsibilities of the world, weighing on your shoulders. Remember that you don't have to journey alone. Be humble enough to reach out for support along the way. So the message for Lightworkers is kind of like, you've been carrying this burden alone. You're gonna get the resources, physical resources, money and material wealth and anything you need, food or shelter or new home or more sacred land, or and then people, resources, community, network of people you can talk to, people you can reach out to. So you're going to be sitting pretty. You're not going to have that burden of you need to do this for the world. It's been your fate. It's been part of your destiny, Lightworker, to bring this change in for mankind, and you have. Lightworkers, it's been a burden kind of doing this behind the scenes for a very long time. It's been kind of a burden to kind of, because once the Lightworkers come out into the public, you will receive so much more love from the Lightworkers, from the Unawakened Collective, and therefore strength, divine strength from the rest of the collective, because usually leaders who are fighting for us and bringing back food for us and taking out those dangerous animals, they usually get all the love, support, and prayers from the rest of the collective. And so the divine warriors here, you coming out into the light, will amplify your power by 1,000 times. And so it was kind of a burden kind of doing this alone or behind the scenes because you had to, but now you're going to get unburdened some of that. You're gonna receive a lot of healing powers, strength, and love and protection from your fellow collective people. And for the Unawakened Collective, it's going to feel like you've been fighting with everyone for so long. This is something that's going to unite a lot of people, and it's going to make you feel like a sense of purpose. It's going to make people act differently, especially because unawakened people haven't really done that inner work to find their purpose, which makes them really sad and alone and not feeling really connected to the rest of the collective. This is going to change humanity completely. This is going to happen very soon. How soon? We've got 27 here. Depends on when this happens. Tomorrow, anytime from tomorrow till the 27th of March, or this is happening very soon. I can feel like just the way I'm talking, I can feel the amount of energy and excitement in the air. Just like a feeling of like so many things are happening, hustle and bustle. So it depends on when this happens. Clear your energy field. Yeah, I did that yesterday. I had this huge, intense meditation. Galactic portal on the 13th, and also one coming up on the 17th. Yeah, so we had a huge galactic portal day on the 13th, one coming up on the 17th, and then the 24th and 25th of March. I feel like you'll feel things happen right before they come out in the public sphere. So yeah, this is going to be an intense rest of the month. I will be doing more energy updates, Lightworker readings, so you know what to do during this time, what you're being called to do, and then just energies around these big astrological events, Pluto going into Aquarius, the new moon in Aries, and all those kinds of energies. So stay tuned. Love a like or comment if you resonate. Much love and light.